Gabby, it must be a bittersweet night for you because everyone knows you should be fighting Billy Joe Saunders and challenging for a world title. You must be angry.
I was a few weeks ago when he turned it down. You know, we had our contract signed, and you know, Golden Boy said, "Hey, Gabe, you know, if he's out of the card, you're still on the card." And I was kind of nervous. I didn't know who they would get because I felt that maybe I won't be on the card. And you know, they gave me a list within a week, and I said, "Look, man, just make it happen. Whoever it is, I'm just excited to be on the card." But I was disappointed. I felt that you know, a shot at the world title would have been great.
What do you think of Billy Joe for turning you down?
You know, I think Billy Joe is just holding the title hostage. You know, it's obvious what he's doing. He's just trying to capitalize on having the title, and he really doesn't want to. He's not interested in defending it. He just wants to make money off of it, and that's his attitude. It's obvious what he's doing. You know, he said the excuse he gave of why he's not fighting me is he said, "What do I get in fighting Gabe Rosado?" Well, what do you mean? The winner gets Canelo Alvarez. Like, it gets no bigger than that. Everybody knows that all the major guys from the UK that became stars came to the States. Kawasaki came out here and he was successful. Hatton came out here and he was successful. And that's what you have to do. And I think Billy Joe missed an opportunity. But at the same time, I think on the long run, it probably was good for him because I was gonna kick his ass.
You got a message for him?
Oh yeah, you know, Billy Joe. Listen, if you didn't want to get your ass whooped in Cowboy Stadium, I'd do it in the UK. I'd go out there. I'd beat him in the UK in his hometown.
Well, Billy Joe's not here. Willie Monroe is. How hard a fight is that for you? Is it a harder fight in your opinion?
You know, when they said Willie Monroe, it kind of was a relief because it was kind of almost the same style. You know, it's a southpaw, so I didn't have to switch up the sparring. I didn't have to really change the game plan. If anything, I think Billy Joe is a bit slicker than Willie Monroe. I think he's a little more slicker. I think he's more polished. I think he's more experienced. I think Billy Joe would have presented a more difficult fight. But then at the same time, you know, Willie Monroe's hungry and he wants to make a name for himself. So it's still a tough fight either way. But we're excited and we're ready to be victorious.
You had a little bit of a bad run after losing to Golovkin. You've won your last two. Is it your confidence that's got you back up there?
Oh yeah, absolutely. You know, Golovkin was a couple of years ago, and we all know in boxing, even 3 years is you learn a lot, you grow a lot. And I think being with Fernando Vargas, a former world champion, he's brought a brand new confidence in me, and we're undefeated together, and we plan on keeping that streak alive.
You've bounced back from 8 or 9 career losses. Are you an example to every fighter who suffers a loss, never give up?
Oh, absolutely. You know, and I think I think I'm a perfect example that losses don't hurt you if you're fighting the best. You know, because you know there were fights that were entertaining. There weren't one-sided fights. They were entertaining fights. Some were considered to be controversial with Jalen Love and Peter Quillen, fights that people really felt that I won. So the fans see that, and you know, as long as I'm putting on a great show, you know, they want to see, and we're coming off a streak of wins, and you know, this is my time, this is my opportunity.
And there'll be no controversy.
And big shout out to the UK. I get a lot of fans from the UK, a lot of love out there. I was in London about almost 2 years ago, and I got a lot of love in London. I was surprised, so it's great.
And your fans in England will be watching on BoxNation. They'll see no controversy, a clear-cut win this weekend.
Oh, absolutely. You know, we plan on stopping him or making him quit, either way.
Canelo Alvarez beat Amir Khan. But I'm not Amir Khan.
Good shot. Great left uppercut. Beauty. Absolute beauty. The left hook.
I'm a bigger man.
Great punches from Smith. 2 savage body shots.
I'm a stronger man.
Counted out in the second round, and the power of Smith could have got up, but he didn't fancy it.
And I'm the world champion.
But he's gone. It is all over, and Liam Smith is champion of the world.
Watch my fight with Canelo Alvarez this Saturday live on BoxNation.